Welcome to TSR's 2023 Songs of the Year. Hopefully, you've already checked out our albums of the year, maybe segueing into both. Boys, I'm pretty excited for this. We had a great time on the album podcast. Songs usually a little more fun. We get to be a little more descriptive, have a laugh with it. We're usually piss loaded by now, but we're taping this on a Tuesday, so a little different this year. But I'm excited to see what you guys think. Excited to see what song you have at number one. How's the list looking, boys?
So man, mine is a lot like my albums. Like I did
You're
not
just, you're just like shooting at the
I didn't
end.
have like nothing like so last year was Change by Big Thief.
Yeah.
And it was like my number one almost all year. This year, like I've had a nice pocket of songs that I've been going back to religiously, and they all show up here and a couple extras, but I'll leave it at that.
Love that.
Boys, I can't wait to hear. We just had so much fun on the top 5 albums. Make sure you check it out. Let us know what you think. Now we're going to open up a little bit more. 10 songs, a lot more variety, a lot more options going on here. A lot of opportunity to, disagree, agree. I guess we'll see where we land. How are we? Who's starting this off?
Let's do it.
We got Rito.
Let's
Okay.
do it.
Wondering if there's gonna be any overlap. Maybe
We usually have. Remember, there was the first year that me and Roz had the same number 10 song from an album that we didn't review.
yeah.
That was wild.
That is
That was Inception type level.
that is
so.
that is
Great song.
Okay, number 10. So this one showed up in our kind of short-lived songs of the week or whatever we did. It
still
fucking-
going.
We got a nice playlist. I'm gonna update that with the songs that did make this list.
Something at any moment now.
Anyway, so one of the songs on there that I thought Lundy introduced me to the band, but we went through it and he clearly did not. Outlook by the Front Bottoms.
Front bottom.
Ah,
So this album, it's like dorky indie rock. Like
It's like dad rock.
Yeah,
Dad
it's
rock,
like
yeah.
dad rock, but
Yeah.
and like when I listened to it first through, I got a nice little lift. I gave it an up thumb. We didn't end up doing it after, but I kept coming back to this song. Like it's very cool. Just yeah, it's like nerdy indie rock, and I don't know, I enjoy it. It's a good one.
Yeah, I mean, I like the front bottom sound. I'm honestly not familiar with this exact track, but that is nature of the territory when we're picking songs from albums we didn't review.
Mm-hmm.
I will listen to it after and circle back.
is this the one from your reel? Where then like the little go kart?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
100 miles an hour. Right? Yeah, I know it. Yeah, it's a great song.
fantastic song.
Really good thing. No, that's good. That's good.
This is one of the downsides of songs.
Yeah.
We may
Yeah,
not have-
sometimes it's fun.
But I mean, we got a lot of songs to get through too.
Yeah, yeah.
So I mean, we don't want to.
Sometimes you get Steve Lacy type roasting. Sometimes you get front bottoms.
Who would roast the best song? The best song of 2022. Who would ever do that as best song?
Justin.
Okay. Oh, me now.
Yeah.
All right. So if you have not seen our top 5 albums, you should go back, stop right now, go watch it because there might be some references. You might pick up on some stuff. But to start my list, my top 10 list off, for number 10, I have Wednesday
Love
with
it.
Bath County. This song, I just found that I just said like she wasn't in my top 5, but she was been on my mind for a long time. She was always in contention in my top list for 10 songs or top 5 albums. She's just really, really good. I found that this album is just like, and especially this song is so energizing, raw. Like she's screaming at the lyrics. She's explaining her story, where she's from, this like little poor town in North Carolina or one of the Carolinas. Just you can almost like transport yourself and be like in her friend group, kind of seeing this stuff going on. And I don't know, I just really dig her sound, and I really love this song.
One of the best songs on the album.
Yeah, Bath
Yeah,
County.
definitely.
Great.
That run of our 3 favorite songs, like Bath County, Corey, and Turkey Vultures, just fucking gets me every single
Yep.
time. I mean,
Super good.
it's one of it's my favorite album of the year. So obviously, but yeah, spot on. Couldn't say much more about it.
I can't really add too much. Like I kind of get them mixed. I can't differentiate them enough, So, but I really like the album too. So, was that one? Was that one of the long ones? No,
No,
that was
no. I don't know. Your favorite song was Corey, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, and you were Bath County. That's
I just love something like good rock, just like rock. It's like rock, like just
yeah.
heavy.
Yeah, it's
indie rock.
just so good. And they got what is it like the keytar type thing? What is
They
it?
got a bunch of crazy
The-
shit going
I forget
on.
what it's called, man, but it adds some weird ass
Yeah,
sounds.
they got some weird sounds going on, but yeah, that sounds dope.
So I'm gonna also throw my number 10 back to a little album of the year. My number 5 album, and one Roz just kind of chirped already.
Oh.
The most wanted person in the United States by 100 Gex. This song is just foolishness.
Foolish.
It's so crazy, but it's executed flawlessly. It samples Cypress Hill's Insane in the Brain, and it sounds kind of like a mockery of MIA's Paper Planes. Like that's all I get from it. Like it's just
Yeah.
and like if anyone knows me, I'm not a big rap guy. I hate the like pop 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 guns, like streets, like all that kind of culture. Like that's just not that's just not
Speak for yourself, bro.
that's just not I'm white as can be. So so in that regard, like I think that's kind of why I laugh at this song so fucking much. I think it's absolute foolishness. There's nothing like it ever made. And yeah, this duo just gets me, man. Number 5 on my albums, number 10 on my songs.
It's a song that's so funny. Like I made fun of it earlier. I did enjoy it through the listen. It fits in the album, I feel like
Yeah.
it fits. But if you heard it just like walking down the street, but it's a song that like it, hate it, or just be indifferent, it's in your head all week.
Yeah.
It's like I woke up today. It's like it's just like in your head. Like it's an actual earworm. So no, it's a great pick for sure.
That groovy bass will get you. It's,
Yeah.
Yeah.
dun.
United States. Yeah.
No, it's so good. So good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like it's one of those songs, like you said, like you hear it and you're like, what the
What
fuck are you
the-
playing?
H is this.
But then if you actually listen to the album, there's like a song about frogs, there's a
Yeah.
song about Doritos and Fritos, there's a song about getting a tooth pulled, like there's ska, new metal, like it's just ridiculousness. I can't say enough. Like I said it on my albums, it's fucking sick.
I forgot about the frog song.
Yeah.
Was it,
Frog on the floor.
was it getting croaked at the party or
Yeah.
something? Or,
He was telling croaks at the party.
That's what we're working with these guys, okay? This is what we're working with. Anyway, goddamn. All right.
He was- He was chasing flies around, and he was putting them in his mouth.
Doesn't make any sense, bro. It sounds so good. God.
All right.
all right.
Number 9. All right. So this was one of the first songs released this year.
Oh, nice.
January 4th, my Wikipedia searching gave me. And the first by this duo, Skrillex and Fred,
Whoa.
Nice.
with Rumble.
Rumble.
A song we heard twice at Primavera.
Yeah, back to back.
back
Yeah.
to back, just before the stage caught on fire.
Man, yeah. What a crazy trip.
So fun, man. So fun. That's a great.
This song slaps. I mean, what's the guy? Do you know the
Flodan.
Flowdown?
L-O-W-D-A-N. Flodan. Yeah.
Yeah, this song
UK
slaps. Like
rapper.
super uplifting. Like we had a great time on all our. I look back on a Primavera sound for sure.
Killers in the jungle.
Yeah.
So good. It is so good. It's infectious, man.
He
It-
does it all live on the drum machine,
Yeah.
like the pads. Like this guy's
like it's just
Wizard.
it's you can tell how infectious it is and how much we loved it because if there was a lapse in sound anytime, someone would be like, "Killers in the jungle."
Skrillex in the jungle.
Skrillex in the jungle.
Fred's in the jungle.
Fred's in the jungle. Rito's in the jungle.
Everybody's in the
The
jungle.
jungle. Who is that in real life?
People in the jungle.
Oh no, Rito, great choice, man. That's I got to be honest. I kind of forgot. I didn't even look at it because I didn't think it came out this year.
So long ago.
Yeah.
So long.
But no, I'm not sure what it on the list, but fuck, it's so good, so good.
It's one of those things, and like seeing it live, it's like an interactive song. It's the sound design is insane. Like Skrillex is a master. You've seen my reel, like he's at his top form as far as production goes. And Fred is just like basically just taking the torch and running with it. Like he's just like the next evolution of like EDM. So no, it's a great pick. Great, damn good song.
Damn good song.
Damn good.
Just to elaborate a bit on the Skrillex thing, like, third day of the festival, we're pretty tired, we're getting worn out, and Skrillex is playing, and like there's still we were sat down during Skrillex and the appreciation of what he can do as an artist, as a DJ, like mixing live and stuff like that.
Insane.
Usually like you need to be up, like for me, I need to be up jumping, like really immersed in that music to truly appreciate it. But even like sitting at the back of the field, like just watching him do what he's incredible,
When
man.
people like make fun of DJing and go like, "Oh, he's pressing buttons," and like I don't get it. It's something about him. You just get it. Like
Yeah.
I don't know what he's doing up there.
Yeah.
Even like I'm like the thing like the things he's mixing together, like this like the way he's doing it. You can see him actually up there like running
Yeah.
around like cooking like a kitchen or something. And then everything gets on fire.
Yeah.
Like, too much oil. But yeah, no, it's he's the man. So great pick. Damn,
Yeah.
I want to put this
Damn.
on my league.
Damn good pick. Damn good pick.
And on we go. On we go. So for my number 9, this is an artist or a band that we've that's come up already. It's come up before. Didn't make my top 5, but man, they were circling around like buzzards. They were circling around. This number 9 is it's Just a Bit of Blood by Bedroom.
Ah, nice.
These guys, some could say, it's just like a really good shoegaze album, but I feel like this music is more. It's like the top of the line for like this genre, and just like the layback vocal and just the extremely interesting textures they're making, and just like everything comes together so well. I love this album, especially love this song, and that's my number 9.
Isn't it it's one of the coolest title names ever? It's Just a Bit of
Just a
Blood.
Bit
Like,
of Blood.
that's just such a sick album or song.
These
name,
guys
man.
are cool as shit.
Yeah,
Like
that's
I toyed with like being in my top 5. Like I listen to this album
Oh yeah,
all
it
the
was-
time.
Yeah,
All
same.
the time.
I was just like, that was another band similar to Feeble. It was just like trying to, do you shine the light on a band that's probably going to be around forever, or do
It
you
has
try
one
and
tank.
give someone their due that's on album 3 or 4, something like that? But yeah,
Yeah.
I have to agree. Bedroom's album's actually sick.
Fantastic.
It's a great intertwine. I know like shoegaze and dream pop can often like get intertwined anyways, but it really does pull from the extremes of that
That's
of
great,
each
yep.
genre and comes together. And yeah, I love that. It's a bit of grungy too. It's got a
Very
bit of
grungy.
guitar.
It's extremely grungy.
There's-
A lot of noise. It's very noisy.
It's another very well meticulously crafted album.
Yeah. No,
I think we even got Reed to like this one.
Yeah, I did like this
Did
one.
we get him?
Yeah, it was like 7-6 or something. 7-6.
Folks at home, like shoegaze and dream pop.
not Reed's
Reed's
forte.
into it. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
if we can get him. That's like the litmus test there for good music.
Awesome choice,
Yeah.
man. That was another band I was really hoping to shine
Yeah.
later.
I remember that one. It has a bit of almost metal or something. to
Yeah,
it.
there's
a lot of
yeah,
metallic,
That's,
yeah.
that's the one they really strapped the guitars
That's
on.
what I mean. And like the
jive
voice
with
is like you take like I'm trying to say, it's like you take this dream pop kind of shoegazy like playback vocal and the dreaminess reverb of it, but then you're having this like heavy grungy kind of electronic,
Yeah.
like electric guitar and stuff on top of the distortion. It's just it's a treat. It's a sonic treat, and I still listen to it all the time. Great.
Nice pick.
Cool. For me, number 9, a band that I only discovered this year, but they've been around forever. Ghosts Again by Depeche Mode.
Yeah, it's good.
Fuck, this song's so good. Another band that I just never had the time of day to really dig into, and that was a flaw in my music listening. They're incredible masters of the synth work. When we seen them pop up on some festivals, everyone just thought it was going to be, come back, do the greatest hits. But then they come out with this song. This is the lead single off their new albums, first album they put out since the death of originating member. Just like really cool to see that emotion raw, similar kind of to the Foo Fighters in a way, that we all loved that emotion that was in their album. And yeah, this is just like, Dave Gahan's the man. The synths are incredible. I can just picture him twirling on stage, and that's a funny thing to say, but he is a showman, and they are,
So good. Live.
and quote me, but they're one of the best bands of all time.
It gotta be.
Yeah.
And these bands, like, they don't make them like that anymore. Like the showman style, like the Mick Jagger kind of like, it's like going their tippy toes and grabbing the microphone stand and swinging it around their head.
Everything
and
they
stuff.
do,
Like,
he
it's-
does with a swagger.
There's a
Yeah.
style to it that's kind of lost. now.
He's a front man.
He's a rock star.
Yeah,
That's what he
he's-
is,
yeah,
right? It's
yeah.
like he's a rock star, and you don't get a lot of those. But this is that. I remember this song coming out, it was so good. The album overall, I
Yeah.
wasn't a huge on the album, but this is the single. This song was really,
Fantastic.
really good. Yeah, God, they were so good live. I wish we watched the whole set, but
Yeah, it's tough, man.
one of
It's
those things. That's a dilemma.
always,
Where did we
right?
go? Yeah.
always.
Always, which I have no regrets.
No, that was so good too.
fucking sick.
There's something about the you can see the headliner with thousands and thousands. Well, I mean, probably tens of thousands at
Yeah.
Depeche Mode,
Yeah.
and then you can go see Always with like a couple hundred people, which is kind of.
But the staying power, like I'd say, like 40% of that whole festival all weekend was wearing Depeche Mode shirts.
Yeah,
and they're all like
yeah.
in their 40s and 50s,
Cult-
just
cult-like
chilling.
band.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
they're rock stars. It's It was amazing. That was a great pick.
If you'd like a deep dive on Depeche Mode, I have a really good reel about them. Go check it out.
Okay, this one you guys all know. And in a matter of like 3 days, I changed my favorite.
Oh, man, this guy is a menace. This guy's a menace. This guy's out of control.
Spiritual cramp flashing at the party.
Spiritual cramp.
I have a spiritual cramp. Yes, cramp in the guts.
You're gonna be so excited when they listen to this.
Oh yeah, this is,
I'm gonna snip this into a reel. Like,
as much as I don't think it'll happen, I would love Breed to just come in the group chat one day in like January and be like, "Boy, spiritual cramp sucks." Like I didn't like this at all. I regret everything about that podcast. They don't suck. They're great. Thanks,
you
boys.
guys are great. Please invite us backstage. And Shaga, please.
Great choice, man.
Number 4 album for me. If you haven't listened, like Ross said earlier, double back there. But just, I mean, we said it all earlier, I guess, but just super fun, very quick. This one in particular, I absolutely I adore the vocals. Like I just picture him
Just like kind of shaking his foot like this,
yeah,
like with the whole microphone too.
Yeah, exactly.
Sure.
Yeah.
No, he's intense.
Very brash. He's just
cool.
Like, let's go. Like he's ready to rumble.
Like in my thing, it's like in my review, I was like, he probably walked in the studio and like the microphone's on the ground. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. And then they just do the whole album. Like, all right, bro, grab a cigarette. All right, see you later.
I always wonder, like guys like that, like with such unique voices, like how do they find out that they can sing like that? Because you don't talk like that.
We're gonna like.
There's no way he's walked around in that like baritone,
like
voice.
Elvis.
Yeah,
We're gonna like a Starbucks. Like, here's your order. Like, that guy, come on. Need some studio time. Yeah, that's sick.
Great choice.
Great, God, damn good choices, guys. This is great. So my number 8, kind of harkens back to what I was saying. What Reed put it as top 1. Number 1 is "Holding On" by Jungle. This song here has been in my pump up / good mood playlist every day. I probably put this song on. Just a steady 4 on the floor dance beat with what's her name? God, I wanted to give her a call out, but I can. Yes, I can. Her name is Lydia Kiddo. I love that name. Lydia Kiddo. Just killing it with that like steady, distorted kind of singing to it. Super catchy. Have like the little disco elements on top. Like you can put it on any time. You're gonna be hyped up. Bad mood, you're in a good mood. Good mood, you're still in a good mood. But it's actually a better mood now. So yeah, number 8, "Holding On."
I love this. Like, for those out there who don't have all the insight to our process, we never listen to albums together. Like when we're reviewing them, there's no crossover. Like when we drop our score, we've only shared it probably like 10 minutes before that. But this is one of the rare times. Like me and Roz got home after the bar one night, and it was like one more beer before bed, and we put on Jungle, and we just raved about "Holding On" and how good it was. And it is absolutely fantastic.
So good.
Yeah,
so good.
It's definitely the highlight of the album for me, and it's just
it's amazing.
So
I love it. Love the style. It's one of my favorite kind of dance styles. Is that kind of like really low bassy with a little on top.
Yeah,
beautiful.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome. And
awesome.
It reminded me of "Man Eater" by Nelly Furtado. I don't know why I got that. Yeah, like that bass, like that heavy bass.
Damn, I love a good heavy bass.
Yeah,
for sure. It's a good big
one of those amazing openers.
Excellent.
I won't dwell on this one too much. So I think we've Wednesdayed out, but "Wednesday" by Quarry, number 8 of mine.
Nice.
And like I said, in those 3 song string, they're fantastic. But this one dives a little more into the lyric side of things, the stories, the whole thing of like the rise of the song where she says they're like standing in a field watching people get hauled away by the cops because they busted them for being a drug house and stuff like that. Like that kind of stuff. Like I can't imagine seeing that when you're like 17 and 18.
Right.
Like I'm not seeing it now either, but like I'm aware it happens.
It's modeling like your like adolescence, like where you're growing into.
But like I guess sheltered more so growing up, like in that capacity, whether it's Newfoundland or just upbringing or whatever it is. But like that was never ever on my radar. Never even something I would even begin to think of seeing. And then to now be a professional musician and like dive back into those stories and make the best album of the year.
Yeah, I guess you pull from like what you know, right?
It's
it's powerful stuff. Because I mean, think of how many people are going through that now. I mean, think of like people in poverty or like hitting the poverty line. They're seeing shit like that in their towns all the time.
Absolutely,
You're from like the lower, socioeconomic status. That's your life, right? So it's she speaks to that. So man, it's good, great song. God damn good song.
Goddamn good
So
song.
you feel so emotionally about too. Like it just that's how it comes out.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's their outlet.
Totally.
Go for it, Rito.
Okay, number 7. This one you guys would recognize from my egg reel. It is Meditate by BBC, Bombay Bicycle Club.
Just a prank. I'm gonna bring these eggs.
Everyone-
I'm bringing these eggs back.
Everyone's favorite acronym, BBC.
BBC.
Wah, wah.
Good tune, man. Good tune.
Great tune.
Another one that I just haven't, you keep picking these albums that came out like 6 weeks ago. I was busy prepping my own list. I haven't been listening to these albums, to be honest. But
I gave it a couple good quality listens, and then we didn't do it. But like that's the thing. Like if we don't do it, it's like goddamn. Like there's so much we're doing. I gotta fucking
Yeah.
stay on top of it. So, but this is great. I'm gonna
Yeah, and
go
we've
back.
been flip flopping a little bit on that. Like
Yeah.
I haven't said shit about some albums, like
Yeah.
Depeche Mode, like you guys, but
yeah.
yeah,
this one, like, and this one goes back to the way the album's put together too. Like there's lots of pace change, and then this one is like guitar driven, like heavy up to the front. And they do like you might know the
technical
like,
word.
technical term for it, but like where they do like like they stop and then they pick up like Queens of Stone Age do it often.
Yeah.
They do it in
I
that
don't know what the
song,
name
so
of
it's
it is,
really-
but yeah, I do like when bands use a good use delay.
yeah,
that.
like
They
a
kinda
half
delay it.
second delay or
Yeah,
something.
that is nice. It's very
I always
stylish.
love
Yeah.
those.
That's
To
good.
come a few more times in my list.
I love the offbeat drums.
I just gave away my whole damn list. Offbeat
Mm.
drums.
Offbeat track 1.
You should make a whole album that's just offbeat. Maybe.
Dude,
Yeah, maybe. That's damn good, man. That's deadly. Put that on later when I get home. So my number 7. This is one of those things where this album got really high praise, but it's not going to be in the top of my top 10 list. This is Mitski, "Bug Like an Angel." Amazing song. Really just sets the tone. Just the kind of contrast I found between her kind of scaled back singing on kind of a stripped down instrumental into this like full choir, like this full like fucking what would you call it? Like
Orchestra?
like a full orchestra behind her.
Yeah.
Like, was the orchestra in the studio? I haven't looked, but it's just that kind of like contrast really gets me going and just really sets the tone. But no, just a really good song on a really good track listing of songs. But number 7.
Yeah, and it's kind of cool. Like if you actually when you listen to the lyrics, like what the orchestra's singing about, like
Yeah.
she basically says, "I'm an alcoholic."
Yeah.
And then the orchestra goes, "You're an alcoholic."
Yeah.
Like it's
It's like her inner monologue.
Yeah.
Her inner like.
Yeah,
inner
I mean,
voice,
that's
right?
probably what it's
Just
trying to
extremely
resemble,
Loud
yeah.
and annoying. If that's the case.
Yeah.
Shut up, everybody.
Everybody,
I know.
where
I
did the
know.
orchestra come from?
Love the booze. I know. Sing it in harmony.
Yeah. Nah, this is one of those great songs. It was my favorite song on the album. It was yours too.
mine too.
Yeah. So
Good.
great choice. Anything to add?
No, it's my favorite on the album. I name dropped it earlier when talking about it. This one really did something for me.
Yeah, it's actually funny. Like, I don't like My Mon is my favorite, but it was again like even I found that some of my favorites on these albums we reviewed like they change when you kind of like give it more thought. And
Yeah,
give it more listenings,
absolutely.
right?
Yeah.
Like I think objectively this song is better than what I like. That kind of spoke to me a bit more, but like me wasn't as good of a song. But
Trying
definitely
to
a challenge.
find it. Yeah.
Definitely a challenge. Yep, that's
Cool.
great.
So my number 7, I'm ecstatic to shout out Sabrina Teetelbaum, who we seen at Primavera at a side club show. She also goes by Blonde Shell.
God, that show was good.
And her song Salad, and you just said the phrase social economic. What is it?
Socioeconomic.
So that kind of brings up this one, and it's like it's a weird comparison, but it's like a modern Goodbye Earl. You remember that song? Like everyone sings
Goodbye.
the Dixie Chicks or whatever. And it's like about like spousal abuse and like
Mhm.
whatnot, and it's kind of more of a funny tone to it, even though the
Seriously, your views is not going to. We do not find.
But this one is just like it's exactly that same way, like, and it's written about one of her friends and who actually went through this whole process of like harassment and abuse with their significant other, and like she puts it in this song and so meaningful, and the drums and everything are so harrowing. And the line that gets me is like, it's like something like put it in a TV box, because it's like, I don't want this in my real life. I know it exists, but why is it happening to me? Because everyone, again, like the cocaine and stuff like that, and the previous ones, like everyone knows it exists.
Yeah.
But when you experience it, it's a totally different thing.
Yeah.
And to be able to turn that around and like, she helped her friend, but also was able to like turn this into like musical quality is crazy. I think
totally.
great song, man. Yeah.
Well, it's just one of those. It's like it's just the strength of schedule. Like she was so good live. The album was so good. But
Yeah, I enjoy that looking back. It's a solid listen for sure.
Look
they have a
for it,
good
like
sound.
like that's her debut album. Like
Yeah.
it's I would have similar critiques about her in the way that I critique Spiritual Cramp for you, and that like it's a debut album. You're doing everything really right. If you do this again, it might not sit as well. But like for someone coming out and just doing stuff, man,
she has time to cook. Like
she's in the kitchen.
She has a lot of time left in her career to really,
like she just came out on Shaky Knees released her, and she's like bottom line. So exactly. she's tiny. She's working her way up.
We caught her like a little shot, like little shady club outside of the festival, just hanging out.
Yeah.
She was pop first, right? She had like a pop thing going, and then she swapped.
Yeah, she did. She hated it. She had like she had like a label,
something.
And she hates it. She completely separated herself. I've listened.
Yeah, she had a different name and everything.
She did. It was like future bass. It was like EDM.
Yeah,
it was
and
like
she like
happy pop kind of.
I can't remember who it was. I don't know if it was her record label or producer or someone like challenged her to write something more meaningful. And that's the song she wrote first, and then that just like snapped something in her brain, and it's like now I'm Blonde Shell, and she's like, I wrote an album in like a month.
And it's funny, like I remember reading about that, and 99% of the time that doesn't work out. It's like, you know what? I'm actually, I'm kind of getting some traction. I'm gonna start something different. Usually it's like, all right, and then you're just gone forever.
Yeah.
Some people like change their name a bit and they're gone forever. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, that really worked out for her. But I mean, she's also like obscenely talented, so that kind of helps a lot.
Yeah.
For her to keep going. But no, it's a great song.
She got those vibes. I mean,
she's awesome.
Harkens back, to take a word from my buddy over there.
The
the Alanis Motor sets and the Liz Fairs of the '90s and stuff like that. She definitely has those vibes. And great song, great album. Can't wait to see what's next for her.
Definitely great.
Number 6. Okay, on an album I wasn't too big on. I know I don't even know if you thumbed it, but me and Lundy thumbed it down.
I might get a chance.
Yeah, no, you didn't have a chance on this one. But I love this song, Paper Machete by Queens of the Stone Age.
I didn't even get a taste of it.
Oh, it's beauty. So this was one of the drum delays.
Okay. You said they do.
Yeah. So it's about him and his he just went through like the worst 5 years of his life. Like he went through a divorce. He hates his wife. So this
doesn't. Bye bye.
Hates his ex-wife.
Okay, good.
But it's a very Queen song. Yeah. Like it's that stoner rock, like with super sweet riff and like the kind of odd sounding solo at the end that only certain people like. I had it on the other day. I was like, "Hey Melanie, listen to this," and she listened to it like until it got to the solo. She was like, "I liked it all except that part."
Oh no!
And I was like, "Yeah, well, that's Queens."
Yeah,
I love Queens. Queens have such a like sharp and noticeable sound. Like you know when it's a Queen song. Like not even from the vocal. Like they just have these. It's probably the drum patterns and like their riffs and everything. They're very noticeable, distinct band. Didn't love the album, but I do recognize this song and I did really like it.
Delay. Yeah, I didn't even get a chance to get this album, but I do like Stone Age a lot, so I will be putting that on the list to listen to this week. Great pick. Great pick. 7? 6. Number 6, once again, an album that cracked my top 5, but did not crack my top 5 songs. I don't know if that's a pattern with you guys, if you feel like, you're on a top 5 album, so, it should be getting up there, but you know what? Didn't happen. So this is Goodbye by the Chemical Brothers, one that you guys, I don't think even liked on the album.
I didn't like it.
Didn't like it. So for me, someone who's really into the production and the kind of like textures and the sounds that they're making, there are noises in this song that they generate that I don't know how they're made. I don't know how when you make them, you can turn them into a melodic section of a song. I don't know how it happens. But this song to me I still think about the sound of it, like the timbre of it, like the texture of it. It's just super unique, extremely unique, and for that reason, it's in my top 10. So yeah, Goodbye by the Chemical Brothers, who we all do love.
Oh, I definitely
Yeah,
love them.
It's great. So,
Yeah, no, just not.
What was your favorite on that one? Was it
I think
Feel
it's
like
that
I'm bre-
beautiful
feel
That
like-
feeling.
Beautiful Feeling? That one's good.
Does it
Yeah.
too.
feel like I'm breathing?
Feel Like I'm Dreaming.
Feel like I'm dreaming.
That one's good
Yeah,
too.
it's one of those
Yeah.
last 2 tracks on the album.
Yeah,
one of the
it's-
2
it's
closing
that
ones.
one.
Yeah.
'Cause I think I changed to the one you like.
Yeah,
after.
second last one is Feel Like I'm Dreaming. Then it goes into the Beautiful Feeling.
Yeah, no, that like I said, that little metal section loses me, and
Yeah.
I don't know if it's my not hatred. I don't know what it is, but like I can't listen to EDM for really
It's
long
fatiguing.
periods
It
of
can be
time.
fatiguing. Yeah.
So maybe it's just like when I get to the middle, I kind of zone out a little bit. But
Mhm.
yeah, no, just love the album, but like the other songs a lot
Mhm.
more.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, I dig it. It was
dig
right
it.
in that sweet spot. Wasn't my favorite, but love that it's Mr. Tech Boys.
I just can't believe that they can push the boundaries on
That's crazy.
on the
Oh,
the
yeah.
sonics of it after like 3 decades. Like
Yeah,
it
it's
just
crazy.
how do they even think it? How can you even think of these things? I just don't get it. So anyway,
Like say someone like Mitski writes a good song. It's like everyone else can be like, her brain's wired differently. She
Yeah.
can think of things that I can't think of.
Mhm.
But like, you got to be so technically sound to
Yeah.
be able to do what the Chemical
using-
Brothers are. Like
you're
they
working-
just have a different. They can think of it
yeah.
and then execute.
Like I can say a sentence that's never been said in the world.
Yeah.
I can
It won't
make
make
a sentence
any
up
sense.
right now. I won't because I'm not good at it.
Yeah.
But how can you take? There's only so many pre-existing sounds, really. I mean, they're using a vessel or a machine or something to make the noise. How the hell can you make something that sounds good? Anyway, I can go forever. This is obviously
Nerd boy.
my top 5, but yeah, Chemical Brothers. God, I want to see them again.
Yeah, same. I hope
So
we do
bad.
really soon. Okay, for me, this is an album you thumbed down, and I'm not sure Roz got to do it, but it's a recent one by Sampha. The song is called Spirit 2.0.
Okay.
So I don't think either one of you guys know this by the
Yeah.
reaction.
Yeah.
I think you upped it.
Is that the one from XX?
No.
I'm thinking of someone else.
It's
I thought I got
That's
it.
Rami.
the
Rami.
high sounding.
Yeah, he's kinda-
dude.
yeah.
and like real groovy.
Yeah, he's kind of got an R&B.
Okay.
Like, I'll put it on for you after.
Yeah.
Listen to it.
Interesting.
But it's one of those like it's R&B, but it's not engineered beats. It's full live studio band, like guy just
Okay,
doing
gotcha.
like the beats, kind of like an Anderson .Paak type thing.
Okay.
But I like Sampha's vocal a lot more than I like Anderson .Paak's vocal. So
Okay.
it's just one of those songs that hits for me. I don't know if it has the recency bias because it only came out the last 6 weeks or so, but it just every time like I listen to the album, like this album's pretty good. But like when that song comes on, I'm like, this song
It's
is
this one
really
hits,
damn good.
Yeah. Like we were saying, it's like some albums like just has that one diamond in the rough. Like the whole album you can throw away, but if you can pick the song, it's like it sticks with you for a long time.
Yeah.
You have to check. You have to play that later, so
Yep.
I can have a listen.
Yep.
Awesome. Cool.
Sure.
Excellent.
Yeah, and I don't remember it specifically. I
Okay.
do remember the sound though.
Yeah.
And I didn't think I liked it to a point, but getting to the 7.5 is where it gets dicey.
Yeah, I think the like you when I asked you why you didn't like it or something like that, I think it was the vocal. And I think this is one of the few songs where he doesn't get that high pitchy whiny type thing. He kind of sings in a lower register, a little up and down just enough, but like it's good sound. I look forward to seeing your reaction
Very excited
after.
to
Yeah.
record it.
Top 5.
Top 5, baby.
Here we go.
Top 5. This one is one you all know. I'm confident in saying that. Foo Fighters,
Ooh,
Under You.
Nice.
that song is dope.
I loved it since the first time I heard it. It gives me early Foo Fighters vibes.
Definitely.
It has a super deep, terrible, devastating meaning to it, and it reminds me of what's the Fly one?
Learn to fly.
Learn to Fly. It reminds me of Learn to Fly, like in the same vein, like it's the same type of song, and I don't know, it really brings me back actually, and I've played it all year. It's awesome.
Yeah, that I know the album, wasn't I didn't love it, but that
Yeah,
song
it's gonna eat.
specifically was really, really good.
Yeah, there's
And like the underlying meaning to the album in general, just like how like emotional it was and everything else, and them continuing on. No, super, super powerful stuff.
this short list for me, it was in top 15, didn't make the cut, but this song's so good, man. Like it's just, and I think a little bit of it too, just being such a huge fan and kind of being disappointed in their last 2 to 3 albums. Like I touched on this in my review and just said like it sucks that it takes such a tragic event to bring out this sort of thing.
Yeah.
But man, when it does, like I'll stand by it. The best music is made with broken heart, man.
Yeah,
Like,
no, definitely.
yeah, it really truly brings out the best in terms of musical quality and art in people.
And it's unfortunate because, obviously they take anything to go back and not have to make this
Exactly.
music, but
Yeah.
at least as far as healthy outlets go, I mean, at least you're making beautiful music at the end of the day for people to enjoy. So,
And I mean, people can relate to it too, right? Like, I
100%.
mean, like
Yeah.
like, as an artist, there's a reason you want to share your art with the world. So like Dave's feeling like shit. He also lost his mother. He lost Taylor or whatever like that. But he's
tough.
like,
He had a tough go.
yeah.
He
But I mean,
had a
for
tough-
him to have that, he could have wallowed away and never made a record. He's famous enough. He's rich enough. He never needed to make music.
could have stopped a long time ago. Yeah,
He did it for himself. He did it for Taylor. Did it for Taylor's family. He did it for everyone out there that is kind of experiencing something. Like
That's what I was gonna say. Like, it's not just a creative outlet. It's like what he gets back from it.
Yeah.
It's that fulfilling. Like,
Definitely.
people go to him with stories and tell him, like, man, you saved my life. Listen to your music.
Yeah,
And
crazy.
like, I believe it.
Yeah.
Like, it's, you know what I mean? Not just him, obviously, but like to lose people in your life and then meet people that are like
relate.
connect with you
Yeah.
because of
Mhm.
that is
Yeah.
special.
Totally.
Yeah, and he's just he's just genuine, man.
He is.
He's
Well,
just,
like
just
the
like
one of the most genuine.
he's
stars ever,
just
right?
like he's one of the best. He's always like he's always been on the tippy top of my list when people say like who's one person you want to sit down and have dinner with or drink a beer with or something like that. It's just like I don't know what stories I'd want him to tell me, but he just feels like he'd be a damn good time and so insightful and just like such a good outlook on the world, even though
He's
he's
been through so much. loss.
arguably had so much loss, like one of the worst lives you
I
can
always
imagine.
wonder when it's like let's say you go for dinner with these guys. It's like, and now you. Well, I've done anything like that. Even like a microscopic level, but
I think that we could now tell them about TSR.
True.
They'd be like,
and he-
"Oh,
man, cool. that's
what'd you
so
give our
awesome.
what'd you give our album? 6.5."
That's cool too. Oh, was that, can you stop appetizer? Yeah, there's no appetizers, no apps, no apps. No
Bill's on that guy.
phones out. Oh man, that's a funny way to flip it around.
Yeah.
All right, so number 5. This actually goes to my number 2 album. This is Sly by Feeble Little Horse. I find this song just epitomizes what I love about this whole album, but this band just the contrast of like the interesting elements and like the big, heavy, almost like noisy, distorted rock kind of drops. It almost has like drops in a way.
Oh,
It's, like,
good.
slow, fast, like soft, loud, and just that kind of like constant kind of shoegazy vocal throughout. It's just that's great.
Great song, man.
It's really good.
It's funny. Like, no Feeble made my list.
Yeah.
But Freak and Slide were like 11 and 12.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
both the songs were like incredible.
so
I
good.
was like,
Freak
which
is-
one?
yeah.
Which one do I pick to make the list? And then at the end of the day, I was just like, I cut them.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
It-
fair.
it's-
There's a
it's-
lot- there's a
it's-
lot of good music. It's a lot of good
It's
music.
so much good music,
Yeah.
and I think like we touched on this, but like the whole process of thumbing and reeling, we're just listening to so much more and digging into stuff that fits our personal vibes a little more,
Yeah, totally.
and it just allows us to experience much more music, which is what we set out to do to begin with. So
Mhm.
it's kind of cool.
Yeah, they're so good and like they're just still kind of young and they're just having fun with it and just like to be up to this level where it's just like it goes up with anything really.
Yeah.
right? So no, it's great.
I like the Paces one. That's the song, right? Paces.
Faces.
Paces.
I
I
really,
believe, yeah.
like that one.
Yeah, that's one where there is literally a complete 180 in sound. They like grunge it up hard.
You like guys like grunge. You like grunge, so it's definitely up your alley. They're very grungy. So
Yeah. All right. Number 5 for me, a song. I think it might be the only time of the year that we all picked the exact same song. Another Primavera favorite of mine, "Barbaric" by Blur.
Mm.
This is quintessential Blur in my opinion. Damon Albarn just crushes the lyrics. He's just got one of the best vocals in the game. And then Graham Coxon just lays these wonderful little guitar riffs on top of it. I don't like, it's just a sound that I really like more so than I can go yell on top of the earth why it's good. But man, it's just musically pleasing to my ear. And, there's a reason Blur are popular.
yeah,
And they just do it for me. I think this song is just earwormy, catchy.
so
It's
good.
great.
It's very Blur. It's like it come in any part of their discography and it sounds like
Yeah.
man. Was that their single or was it their second single?
One after, I think
That
they put it out
one and-
after. They did
Yeah.
And one.
Narcissist.
The Narcissist.
The Narcissist,
yes.
yeah.
Both, yeah, also quite good.
This was like the last cut for my top 10.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
good. Did it live. It's great.
Yeah. Great jam.
Cool little jam, man. This is just a tiny little rock.
Tiny
jam.
little rock
Cool
jam.
jam. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the way to put it. Cool jam.
Cool with
Not the most technical way of reviewing it, but like this is actually a cool. jam.
Sometimes
Cool
you just
jam.
gotta be like,
Yeah,
this is,
jams in here.
this is what I like, and this is,
number 4.
Boys 4.
So another one I know you guys have listened to at least once.
Okay.
Roz said it sounded like 4 different songs, and by God, all 4 of them rule. Flexorcist by the Voids.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's like 5-6+ minutes,
Yeah.
and just so Voids weird. Just starts off like 8-bit.
And Casablancas, man, he's a weird,
strange cat.
Strange cat,
dude.
yeah. And seeing him live gave me new appreciation because they do have some real weird stuff.
Yeah.
And even in that like 15 to 20 minutes we did here, just I don't know, hearing it live kind of unlocked something new in me, and I I love it. Yeah.
We were right there. We are like right in the front row. Like I said,
But yeah, the
weird
speaker
green-
was blaring in the side of my ear.
Like-
I was like literally stood right now. Like speaker was just where Reed is, and I'm just like
just getting tinnitus. Looking at his weird green hair.
Yeah.
it's like oh, I can't hear anymore.
green jacket, wasn't it? It wasn't
The
green hair.
jacket
Was
was
it
hair.
green hair or green jacket?
It had like green.
Green- we're all
Nailed it,
clearly,
nailed it,
we're all
dude.
clearly,
Nailed
we're all
it.
clearly.
We
clued up.
nailed it.
This is like who was it that said, I think Lundy said about Mitski earlier, like probably 90% of people listen to this won't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of it's definitely a subjective pick, but there's a lot of awesome things going on.
Definitely.
Like there's a lot of cool shit. And his voice is auto-tuned the fuck, and you might say, hey, Steve, you hate auto, but it sounds cool.
Yeah.
Like
He's been doing
uh,
that like
the-
Instant Crush on Random Access. Memories.
Auto-tune works
He was
sometimes.
auto-tuning the fuck out
Yeah.
of that too with Daft Punk, so he likes that stuff.
Man, I gotta say, it warms my
Mm-hmm.
heart to hear you pick a song like this because I want you to like weird stuff so
Yeah.
much
Get
more
weird.
than I want you to like
Yeah.
random rock.
Yeah.
And it's just like
Please get weird.
it never made my list, but by God,
Yeah.
I think I'm working on you.
Yeah.
I'm pulling you into the weird.
Voice is the bridge that we need right now.
Yeah.
Weird it up.
No, it's cool, man. You love your boys. You're a big Strokes guy, so I mean to like their side stuff and that, and just have seen them live because I think like that was kind of an audible on the call. We were gonna
Yeah, we were at
for
Maggie Rogers and we are like, you know what? Let's just get it. Let's get the
and like we were like sat back,
Fan.
like could barely hear Maggie Rogers going to like a foot away from the speaker, and the
going
boys are
around,
just going crazy.
around.
today.
thing like with the Voids is that like it's not people. I feel like people aren't like, oh, like we want the Strokes. Like it's almost its own thing and it's successful in its own way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like he's doing sides. He's not like trying to like push to be like main stage or anything. He's doing his side stages and he's enjoying himself. It seems like he's having a good time. Right? He's having
Yeah,
fun. And it's a good sound. No, great pick. Damn good pick. So my number 4 song is on my number 1 album. This is Caroline Polachek. Welcome to my island.
Okay.
Welcome
My island.
This song is kind of like the introduction to the entire experience. So I kind of see it as like the doorway to the whole like
The
art
doorway to
pop
the
of
album
it.
of the year.
Yeah, exactly. So it just has a bit of everything. Like the engineering is great, the production is great. She sings, she kind of like spoken words it. There's everything going on, and just like that intro belts at a couple of high notes, and yeah, just a fantastic song. Obviously, Bunny's a Rider would have been on there if it wasn't out like 10 years ago.
Rider,
That
Billions,
song
yeah.
is as far as what song I listen to the most on that album, it is Bunny's a Rider, but unfortunately, but no. Welcome to My Island. It's a great song of many great songs on number 1 album of the year.
I think there's something to be said. I don't know, don't have a whole lot of examples off the top, but like when the first song just like bangs you into an album and the
Yeah.
album's really good.
Yeah.
Like sometimes you get a really good first song and then the rest of the album lacks, but like
Yeah.
she just comes in hot and
Yes.
stays firing
Yep,
for
and that's the thing.
30, 40
And
minutes.
she literally introduces you like,
Yeah.
welcome.
My island.
You're gonna be sick the whole
Yeah.
time.
I hope you're ready.
This
Like,
tour is bananas.
Yeah.
You're gonna have a great time the
Yeah.
whole way around. We're gonna go everywhere. So it's a great song, great album. So,
That imagery, it almost gives me video game vibes. Like when you first turn it on.
yeah.
Well,
Go.
yeah.
To
my
my
island.
island. Diddle-diddle-diddle-diddle. Yeah.
Great choice, man. Great choice.
yeah, it's a great album. Not my favorite on there, but
No.
probably one of the best that came out this year.
Everything else came back like 10 years ago. So
Yeah, like that's a little bad in that way, but I mean, at the end of the day, the album came out this year. The songs are on the album.
yeah,
so,
exactly.
yeah.
True enough.
Relevance.
And I mean,
True.
not like people don't always just know singles, right? Like,
Exactly.
people aren't digging the charts to find out every artist that puts out a single. A lot of people just listen to albums, and that's kind of how it goes. So, I mean,
Totally.
in a lot of ways, this All
Yeah.
those songs came out this year.
Definitely, and it's
Well-
it's just an album. It's like like you said, the quality doesn't really drop. Like you can pick a handful of those songs, but like this song would make a top 10. They're that good.
Yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
totally.
For me, number 4. This comes from my number 4 album as well. This is Not Strong Enough by Boy Genius.
Mm.
Yeah, just not my favorite song on the album, but this is the Boy Genius song. Like this is where they all come together and they really make a track and they feel the most like a group on the album. Great introductory verses by Phoebe and Julian, and then Lucy absolutely soars on the bridge. Like she really goes for it. She makes she can be subtle and monotone often, but she has an angelic voice, man. She can belt it out with the best when she really wants to. Great little tune, and I would say it's, I don't know if energetic's the right word, but it's their most like rocker heavy. It's got an actual band feeling to it rather than the girls plucking away on some acoustics.
This is my choice way back when.
Yeah.
Yep, it's a good jam. Good jam. Is this the one they play often? I guess they have so
They
many
play
hits off it
everything,
now.
yeah.
They play all of them.
Yeah. It was a good song. I think mine was Antichrist when I picked Julian Baker. I thought
No,
so.
mine was Antichrist.
What did I have?
I don't know.
Blue. Anyway, so the thing is, they didn't. So Boy Genius, I think the record is a great album. I think for me, like that jaded me a bit to put it like to a top 10 level. Was it's like they're all such good songwriters, and I always try to connect to their story. And when I know they're all running it as a team, it's harder to connect.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That was my issue with it. Like I
Yeah.
like the song, but I just picture them like sitting around like, all right, what do we put next? Rather than someone like, this is what happened to me, like Wednesday. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was kind of like how it kind of fell out of my top 10, but it's definitely a damn good song.
Yeah, that's fair critique. I think in that way, that's kind of the critique of the whole process, the whole album. I think the reason it's here is more favoritism than it's being critically the best. Like it's it's the kind of music I really do enjoy.
Yeah.
But the critiques on Boy Genius are just, that's what it is, right? They are 3 individual singer-songwriters that are best fucking friends.
Exactly.
It's like us making an album. It'd be really bad.
Super sad.
It'd be like weird. It'd be a weird mix. It'd be like DJing and
It's like all individual, bad together. Guess what?
bad as well. Bad also.
Louder.
We're consistent. We're consistently.
Just loud.
But everyone has different experiences and influence, and there can often be too many cooks in the kitchen, right?
Definitely.
I think they did a really good job in terms of the 3 of them coming together and do that. But like I said, they're better on their own, and I look forward to the split. I hope it happens.
Which is funny because you like them all so much, but it's like amicably, like politely, please
Please make your own. Please make your own music.
Stop having fun.
Yeah.
Stop right now.
Yeah. So yeah, it's funny.
It's good. I like the description. I mean, top 3 boys.
We're at top 3.
Top 3.
Oh my God.
Heavy hitters.
Yeah.
Heavy hitters.
Baby.
Okay, came from my number 1 album that Roz butchered the title on earlier. It is, so I don't butcher it.
I dare you to put your phone in right now and nail it.
Back on 74.
Okay.
It's,
What did I
the-
say?
it's
Love
their
it.
hit from the album. It swung me. I was during the time of the review, I had like 3 or 4 that I was really loving, like Problems. The first one, Hold On, Back on 74. But this one won me over time. Maybe it was all the TikToks or whatnot, but
They were TikTok famous, yeah.
just super good track. What's her name? Lydia Kiddo.
Lydia Kiddo.
Kiddo.
K-I-T-T-O.
Does her thing. There's a little less distortion on this one from her,
Mhm,
which
mhm.
is kind of appreciated when it's on there a lot. So kind of dial it back a bit. And another one that's nice for a sunny day.
Nice sunny day. Great song. Great choice.
Great sunny.
This
day.
is very much to me like I think this is their hits. Like this is their single, but this is like the Loving It's Your very disco. Like they kind of go back to their pure roots that I really enjoyed before. I think they went a little grittier and dancier with this album, but that one like kind of gets back to like where we liked it. So like damn good pick. Really
great
good.
little tune, that's for sure.
Great little tune. Nice little tune.
It's one of the, I think it's the 2 that I put on
Yeah.
playlists and
Yep.
stuff. Or
Yep, definitely those two.
the, like
Mm.
would jam to those few tunes all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Love Jungle, really high on the bucket list in terms of ballot artists to see.
Can't believe it's one of those that just keep getting away.
Yeah,
Could have sworn they'd be somewhere in the last like year or two, even like in
Yeah.
the small, little tiny. Like I feel like we're gonna get them now. They're gonna be up here. Like,
Yeah,
we missed
well,
the whole
hopefully they got a sick show then.
Europe. What the
But
hell?
yeah, just to even be like it's always cool to say you've seen that band and with like 100 people. Or
Exactly.
whatever.
I know. I don't have enough of those. Rats. Anyway, okay. Top 3. This one is at a left field.
Hey.
So I actually thought about doing a reel to these guys, but I felt like I was like, I don't know. So the album, so this is JPEG Mafia, Danny Brown. Airing the hose is what the album is called.
Yes.
And I was like, by God, I'm not gonna call people hoes on the internet. I don't want anyone to take a clip of me doing that. So anyway, as I listened to more of this album, I realized that the hoes are not ladies. These are the hoes are like the industry, like the record labels.
Okay.
They're scaring everybody else. This album is like one of the only hip hop albums I enjoyed this year. Not a lot of hip hop that I really got into.
No.
Alchemist stuff.
Danny Brown.
Danny Brown, JPEG Mafia.
Like, but who is it? Both of them?
Two of them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's called "Scaring the Hose."
Yeah.
I was
We
too-
thumbed it.
I was too.
Yeah?
afraid.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Okay,
fantastic.
no,
Listen to it.
Because I've seen the Danny Brown album pop up.
Yeah.
Oh
lately.
yeah,
Is
that's
it
that's
it's
that's
different.
new. That's
It's
new.
new.
Danny
Yeah.
Brown album came like a couple of weeks ago.
Okay.
Scaring the Hose
Gotcha.
came out like maybe in the summer-ish. The album is like it's what I enjoy, whereas it's taking hip hop to a different place. It's extremely chaotic. The beats are insane. You'll never hear a beat like what the hell's going on here. This song I have picked specifically is called Step a Pig, and it's just a cacophony of just insane noises, heavy bass, Danny Brown going absolutely insane manic, and just somehow I always find that like a charm to like someone taking so many crazy elements and making it work in like a structured song. And that's exactly this album is a pure fever dream, and I think you'd really enjoy it. Yes,
Yeah,
Step a
give it
Pig,
another go, man.
Top
Definitely
3
want to check that out.
a hip hop gets up there, and by God,
Anytime
it's
someone refers to something as a cacophony,
cacophony, is it cacophony?
I don't know.
I don't know. I see advertisements.
You
of that,
you
but
you got the fucking
I see a lot of
worst,
crazy
man.
shit, and
Well,
but no,
luckily after this, all these 30 songs are going in a playlist.
Yeah,
they're
we'll
going
put them
to
on.
us and in a cute little graphic.
Yeah,
We
we'll
have a
put them
nice
on, and
post.
you can piece through them, see what you like. But
Sounds nuts.
TSR's favorite music of the year.
Mhm.
Yeah, you good on Danny Brown and JPEG? I don't know.
Yeah.
You know Danny Brown. You like Danny Brown?
You
No,
Danny Brown, he's from down the street. bud.
Yeah. Daniel Brown on CBS. Make
you know,
music for a long
you know
time.
Jim Brown. Are
That
you
name-
Jim Brown's son?
That
Jim
name
knows you.
sounds like a guy that works up by like Southern Shore or something. Like Danny Brown by
like Danny Brown, Whitney Houston.
I don't know, man.
Isn't that
Rip.
all right? Number 3.
Number 3 for me. Hard to top this, but I'm gonna go to the actual best song on Caroline Politics album, Sunset. I love the song, but I think it also just hit at the perfect time for me because it came out. We're going to Primavera. It's got this Spanish ass
So
beat. I feel like I'm already over there. I'm so hyped. We're hype tripping this down. Like the day I was listening to it, Reed might have told us he was coming. Like there's just so many like core memories of this year interlock with this song.
Yeah.
And I think on top of that, it's just technically amazing.
Really good.
Like I said with their album, it's while I don't enjoy using fun because I think it's subjective as what makes music good, but it doesn't sacrifice anything to make something fun. Like the lyrics are still great, the production's still fantastic. Her voice is still just fucking perfect, even like just pure, man. I ticks every box for me, and just fun to dance to.
So fun. I always thought about like when I first listened, I was like, I hate this. And like Lenny's in the back, like did he like the song sucked. And then eventually it's like a disease got me. Like did he Lenny never stopped dancing. Danced the whole time.
Yeah.
Just loved it. God, it is really good.
It's a beauty. Definitely a standout. I was curious, when did this one come out? Was
Like
this
December.
borderline? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is that when you're asking questions? Like,
Yeah. Well, I went to go look, and because I gotta say, this was my favorite at the time of the album, but my favorite is Bunny as a Rider.
Yeah.
I've come around to your side on that,
like 1492.
and I knew we listened to it going to Coachella, or well, I listened to it. I remember being on the playlist, so I was like, man, when did that come out? Because I can't put it on my list. So I go and look at it, and then that's when everything popped. I was like, we gotta have a conversation.
We gotta talk about
Yeah.
the ground rules of this game we're playing. Here.
yeah.
So
So anyways, songs that so we cut it off on October the year previous if you're promoting an album. So anyways, couple songs got cut, but
yeah,
Sunset, just damn groovy.
really good.
I think we've raved about Miss Polachek a whole lot here on
She's
this.
getting a lot.
She's getting a lot of
praise.
she's the always of
Yeah.
this year's podcast for
Like a
sure.
shirt with long sleeves.
Yeah, so long. Be like the long sleeve would be short sleeve on her.
She may have
holes
may
in
have a
the
few
finger
too.
holes in the sleeves, so I can grab stuff.
She could just buys pants.
Shirts or pants.
My God, she's wearing pants.
He's way too famous to ever hear us. If this was like a band that made like an original album, I feel bad.
There's
But
like an-
he's like mega famous.
Arm comes with the deck.
Just the fact that like she comes on stage with another artist like midday, and you can just tell that it's her because of her arms. Like they're so long.
Yeah, it would never be like that's Kellen Polachek, and someone say no, it's not.
There's a Family Guy skit of a guy with really long arms
yeah.
tickling.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I'm so
Oh,
sorry.
I love you,
You're
Caroline.
so
You made the
good.
best music of the year.
You're so good. I'm sorry. Don't punch me in the dick.
She's-
You are.
She's mega rich and she doesn't care about us.
She can have arm shortening surgery if she wanted. She can afford
Is
it.
that a thing? Anyways, read number 2.
Oh shit. Okay. Number 2. Another one you've also heard.
Tickling by Caroline Polachek.
Fox is genius.
So art pop.
So we did this a song exchange one evening. Very romantic of us. Before we went to sleep, we shared a song each.
Oh,
Remember that?
nice. Yeah. Yeah.
Albert Hammond Jr. with Old Man. You remember? You both said you liked it.
Mm.
Both said you liked it. So
Was
this
that
is
February? How long ago was that?
No.
It's only a couple months ago.
I think it was back when yeah, it was only probably in 6 weeks ago. Sweet month.
So this is a guitarist from The Strokes. Similar sounding music for sure, with a couple guitars going. It has that added charm of him not being like the normal singer.
Yeah.
You know, you get that when
Yeah.
I don't know, like bands have their drummer sing, like Taylor
Mhm.
Hawkins sing. It's like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, man, that's cool. Well, the whole album has that kind of charm. It's way too long. It's like an hour and some odd minutes, so
Mm.
so that takes away from it. But this song I think is number 2. It's the best on there, and I've loved it all year. It's nothing standout, spectacular, put together wise, but it's just a damn good indie rock tune about his old man who he didn't necessarily get along with, and
It's cool.
number 2 for
It's
me.
really cool. It's almost like for you to hold it in such high regard, I would almost like to listen to it again, give like a true,
Yeah.
like a true
Yeah.
opinion on it. But
Playlist.
that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Damn.
I don't really have a whole lot to offer on the song, but I would love to listen to it again. But my favorite thing about him, I read this article. I can't remember who featured him, but anyways, he's like doing the Snoop Dogg side quest. Like he's been in like movies and shit now. Like he's just doing like he's famous with Strokes, made money hand over fist. Now he's just like, what can I do?
Yeah.
What can I buy? Like
Yeah.
not like just touring the world. He's like, I want to be in your movie. I don't care if I got the tiniest little part. I just want to be in
I
it.
feel like Flea and the drummer from Metallica does a lot of that kind of shit. They just, Lars Ulrich, whatever. He's always in movies and stuff, just hanging out.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't drum very
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
he is a shit drummer. They get by on their guitars. And
Yeah,
singer, for
so
sure.
true. Oh, Metallica. We did that album this year, and by God, I'm glad it's over.
Didn't,
All right,
didn't show up so far.
number 2. Do it again. That Feels Good by Jesse Ware.
You got it. Now you could dump that into the rest.
Don't
I
know her.
I butchered
don't know.
Grand Duchel
And
name that
Dragon
year.
New Warm at a
Mountain.
gas station and over on the side of the road. So yeah, this is again, I found this song obviously. It's actually funny you're saying that. A lot of these songs, it's like the intro to the album. It's like it just comes in
Yeah.
strong, right? But like it encapsulates the whole thing. Production is pristine. She's amazing. Earworm, super fun, super happy. It's jam. I listen all the time.
It is a
It
jam.
does feel good, and it's my number 2.
This is kind of like the Sunset for me in that like I hated it, and then you just kept like
Kept saying it.
the first day, like we got to Spain early. First day, Rito comes like later, and like me and Raz are just hanging out on the back step drinking beers, and he'd just be like, "That feels good," and I was like, "It does feel good." Do it
Do
again.
it again.
And by the time Reed came, I was just like, "I love Jesse Bar right now."
It's just this. It's just some worry. Some songs are just like they're actual.
Yeah.
Like, earworm is a thing. It's an animal.
Yeah,
it's a
absolutely.
creature. It gets in your brain, drills in. digs in and it's stuck there for a
Yeah.
long time, and that's what they set up to do, and they did it.
Like I
Damn
can't
good.
stand to listen to this album in full, but you put this song on and mix it in with like a bunch of other stuff, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
it's a
that's a
banger.
really good.
Yeah,
That's
once the-
banger.
Once the snow comes and goes, it's coming out again.
Yeah.
It will feel
Yeah,
good.
it was top 15 or 20 for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was one of like the final big hacks there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Super fun, great intro to the album.
Yep.
I think it is my favorite on there for sure.
Definitely.
Number 2 for me has already been listed, so I won't dive in too much. But Bug Like an Angel by Mitski. Absolute emotional gut punch. The orchestra, all the like just the instruments coming in. Fantastic opener. Delivers everything that been previously gushing about Mitski. Fantastic song. Gets me right in the feels.
Right in the feelings.
It's a great song. I agree. It's my favorite.
I think like everyone in the choir gets paid. Like they all get paid the same amount of money.
No.
How does that work? I wonder.
No.
You harmony third octave, you get $200.
They're in her head. They're not getting paid anything.
True.
She's actually every voice. She just sings in a different.
Could be. With the marvels of technology in the studio. Who knows?
All right, Rito, give us
Here
your
we go.
best.
Oh my god.
Neither of you will think of this, but you're both going to be very happy, I think. We saw it live together. Joiner by Blonde Shell.
Whoa! Song of the year.
Oh,
Yeah.
What?
shit.
No way. Blonde Shell's gonna be stoked.
Yep.
Damn.
I'm like get a like out of it.
Didn't have
I loved it since the beginning, man. And all year I've been going back to it and back to it and back to it. And I was looking at my top 10. I was like, man, it's really like roll the dice, but this one stuck to the top.
no.
Great choice.
Yeah, I love
Hey,
it.
that's actually really cool. that
I
you
love
went
it.
with
It's
that
a
one.
real chill rock song with a real cool message about a guy that's gotten in his own way in life, and he's down a nasty road. And this, I guess, from her point of view, she like sees a bit of an attraction to it. She's like, do I want to help or do I want to join him and get into shenanigans? And it also has one of the little delays, a little delays.
Listening for
But
delays now. That's
this
what I'm
one
trying to do.
is a verbal one, and like in
Verbal
one of the-
delay.
yeah, it's great. I listened to it all year, and number one.
Nice, man. I'm stoked on that. I thought I was gonna be the only one to give a little Blonde Shell love on the
Yeah.
song. I love this song too. I love the album altogether.
That
but
was so good.
yeah, she's
yeah.
just like she delivers really great vocals,
Yeah.
great writing. I say
Yeah.
great. I'm saying great a lot, but it is truly good. I'm stoked on that one. That's a
No,
great
me
one.
too. I had no idea.
No, that's
I
left
seriously
field for
yeah.
sure.
God, I guess this is my turn.
It is your turn.
This one, it's gonna be like, okay, Roz, you did go there, but I truly think, and let me hear me out. So my number one is Rumble.
Okay.
Skrillex,
Hey,
Fred again, and Float In.
oh,
Rumble is a paradigm shift, you should say. Skrillex came back for 10 years. Fred again is on the top of the world right now. Skrillex took his torch, gave it to Fred again, and he went along with it. This song is perfectly technically sound as far as production goes. It is a dance song, but listen to this. Who headlined Coachella? Where is EDM going? Fucking Fred again and Skrillex and Fortet. We have EDM at the forefront of pop culture right now. They closed out Coachella. They basically breathe life into electronic music on the mainstream and in the pop kind of spectrum. And it just kind of like leads that whole charge. And I find that this song to me, it's kind of encapsulates what's going on with the scene. And I just think I think that is the number one song of the year.
I would argue that it's been on top of the charts for a lot longer than Skrillex and Fred again. Tiesto's, David Guetta, they've been all around for a really long time. Headlining festivals.
They have been.
I think we're just paying attention a little more now.
I just feel that like they're up there like Coachella main stage like last night.
So are these guys.
You'll never see David Guetta main stage in last night.
Dave
Coachella-
Guetta has headline Coachella, and so is Tiesto.
Never knew that. Anyway, my point still stands. I think that this song is a huge song, and I just think what it means for the scene is very important, and it's my number one.
Love it.
Yeah, we've raved about this song. He was like giving me death stares over here. Like, are you gonna rip me apart on this? Yeah, EDM is the best.
We've all been to our fucking fake concerts, and they were all EDM.
Oh yeah.
You had Daft Punk.
Oh yeah.
You had-
I'm not disagreeing with
That's
you
what I'm
wholeheartedly.
saying.
This is
That's
a
what I'm
great
I don't.
song.
I'm saying I don't think electronic is like a full pot in the group. I think that like it's.
Oh,
kinda,
no,
like,
not at all.
become a big thing. Yeah.
I think it's just like, yeah, it's to me it's always music I want to experience, not listen to,
Yeah.
if that makes sense. Like I will never ever like very rarely, unless it's like a Friday and I'm, dancing around my house because I don't have to work anymore for a few days. Like there's very few times that I will just choose to listen to dance music.
I know. And then they, at the end of the day.
But like
it's
when
perfect
you're in
taste.
the live setting, as shown by my concert, is just it's the best. It is that kind of sort of experience.
Definitely.
So no, I
Yeah.
agree. I agree absolutely.
I still can't believe that Blonde Shell pick, man.
Yeah, no, it's
That's
fucking blowing my
wild.
I
mind.
knew it was gonna get you.
I'm
All right.
okay. So I'm surprised that this one definitely didn't make your list, but maybe it flew under the radar. So for back-to-back years, the same band are my number one overall song of the year.
Oh yeah.
Vampire Empire by Big Thief.
Damn.
Wow.
This song is absolutely incredible, man.
Big Thief again.
Back-to-back years, I think like been raving about Mitski, and like I've tried. I don't know. I might have to say she's not the best because I think Adrian Lenker is the best songwriter going right now. Everything is just so good, and her vocal is bar none, and they're just so in tune as a band. Everything they put out, like I didn't love the album because it kind of waned a little bit too much far into folk for me personally, but like the standout tracks on that are just like there's 10 songs on there that are better than the best song on like other people's albums. I think they're incredible band. I think they're probably one of the best bands going right now. Like they're the big thing in indie. This song kicks ass. It's a song they've been playing like 10 years now live, and then they just decided that they're finally going to record it. It's been a fan favorite, played only in live settings, never put the track, and now they finally did it this year, and it's fantastic.
Love that. So they have 2 out, right?
Yeah.
What's the other one?
Made for Loving You or
Made
something like
for
that.
Loving You.
Man,
That
what
was
else
on my
came
short
out?
list.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like that one a little bit more. Man, they
Yeah.
give me Neil Young vibes.
They're
like,
so yeah.
like so, and it warms the heart. Like
Yeah.
it's
They've been
it's
big here at TSR. Like we've been like tracking Big Thief for years and years. Like fucking like waiting for their songs to come out, their albums to come out, and like review them right away. Yeah.
Like there's some songs just like when something does pull me emotionally, like I know that that's good. Like you can never get, like I said a couple times now, like never get too high, never get too low. But when I'm listening to a song and like something real, like gives you chills almost, or like you're like, fuck, that's so good, man. Like how did you think of that? Like how do you come up with those words? What experiences did you have to go through in life to be able to get to that manic depressive type
It's a good
situation
question,
where
right?
that like your only way out is to write some of the shit? And like she's talked on record about like all this, and she's another great example of the imagery, and like her writing's very descriptive. She puts you in the moment, like you can picture everything she's talking about. But yeah, it's just delivered so great. I can't rave enough about Big Thief. Like I hope they make a shorter album next time. That's really my only critique. But man, they're just like in terms of bands, like new bands are really struggling to get beyond, the second or third line. Like they're they're closing a side stage, or, getting the sunset set at festivals. Like you don't see them headlining anymore. But like Big Thief is one of the very few bands that I can see that has the staying power and ability to go up there and be that headlining band and just like kill it. Like so musically talented.
They're super talented.
Yeah.
They're super talented. And they've been talented for a long time. That's great. I wonder if like did they tour were they touring last year, or what's
I
their
think
touring
they're
schedule?
constantly touring, man.
Yeah, I wonder if they're gonna be on like any posters now coming up. They're not on the Primavera poster, are they?
No. She does stuff, man. Like
she's like giving song lessons.
Yeah, that's
writing
what I was just
lessons
gonna
now?
say. Like she goes on tour and like invites like they invite so many people into soundcheck, and then they teach music to the 20 students that they let into soundcheck.
That's crazy.
Like they're so cool. Like I don't know, I can't remember off track, but like say over the last 3 years, I think they put out like 4 albums, like 2 a year. And then this year they're like, we don't have any albums, so we're just gonna record these long time songs, and just like they have a
That's like a cult following kind of thing.
Yeah,
where, like,
that's
you
what-
know a song from 10 years ago, and you're like,
Yeah.
what a drop. Imagine like a lot of songs like that don't come out.
No,
you don't
Radiohead has a ton.
You remember?
Yeah, Radiohead has a ton.
What a treat.
Yeah, no, this was just like, it's yep. I might have had a little recency bias in there, but because it only came out probably in the last couple of months.
Yeah.
But man, everything they do, like, album wise, I always find 3 to 4 songs that just absolutely suck me in.
Yeah.
They are
There are a lot
so
of
good.
ones. Yeah. Even Dragon New Mountain. Like,
Still has
that's
3 or
really
4
good
songs
stuff.
on there that were absolutely amazing. Like
Yeah.
Change on Yours and Simulation Swarm was
Yeah.
my favorite song
Mhm.
last year. Like,
Yeah.
nope. If you haven't heard it, if
Didn't
you're,
that pick either.
What's going on the
This is
playlist?
crazy, man.
no, very cool.
Listen to that. Yeah, I'm listening to that tonight. I listen to a lot of songs tonight, actually. I'm gonna play this back.
We'll have to create a playlist and then just all listen to them because there's
True
a bunch
enough.
of songs I need to listen to too.
True enough. True enough.
Yeah.
Well, guys, that's it. If you've been here the whole time, thank you so much. That's 5 albums each, 10 songs each for 2023. Love to hear what they think, or at least if not, please go and listen to this. And if you even find something, one song or an album that you like that you never knew about, hell, there's songs on this and some albums that I'm gonna listen to that we've been talking about. So it's been a great experience. And as always, boys, it's too fucking sweet to be doing this.